In this video is Sean Strickland and UFC influencer slash reporter NinaDrama. On her kick stream, she had a moment of clarity when checking Strickland. Fans, meanwhile, are not buying it.
Yeah, no, I'm the voice of reason here. See, and look at cholesterol. She doesn't have these profound thoughts.
Don't talk about the thoughts she has, okay? Because she has very profound thoughts.
No,
don't talk about
Do you think cholesterol lays in bed at night and ponders world politics and thinks about Hitler's...
Do you think because she doesn't just verbally vomit all over a live stream about politics and the world that she doesn't have cohesive thoughts about our country and our world and what we experience as humans, that she doesn't have a human experience?
I think
she's not on live or in front of a group of people orating? No, she has her own thoughts, her own feelings, her own personal experiences, but she doesn't feel the need to put them out into the universe on people as if they're all fact. That's the difference. You want to talk about inclusive, like we started talking about originally, that's inclusive.
But she's
considerate of other people and the space that she's in.
But you left out one key detail of her.
What?
She's a woman, so it's probably wrong.
Damn, that is quite a takedown. Now, what this original uploader took out was this.
No, but you think the average Joe lays in bed at night and ponders
this? Are you just saying that she's an average Joe?
Yes.
Because you've never even had a real conversation with her.
Dude, she works 27 hours a day. How the does she lay in bed and ponder these?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? First of all, there's not even 27 hours in a day, you retard.
I'm happy you got that. So you guys, yeah, Hitler's bad. Trump is good. You're getting real aggressive on me.
Why are you talking about Cole like that?
You're the one that called her.
You just said the craziest shit about her just to try to prove a point, and it's not even true.
But it's everybody.
You're doing exactly, no, you know what you're doing?
Hey.
This is a prime example. You're doing exactly what you said Trump does at his rallies. You're trying to rally people against a thought that you have and try to convince everybody in the audience that what you're saying is right.
But let me ask you
targeting
something.
an enemy. You're trying to say that my best friend,
Chris,
blah, 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 doesn't sit up at night thinking about what happens in the world because she's an average Joe. Yes, she does. You have no idea.
You have a full-time job. How the are you supposed to stay on top and have a full-time job, a life? You know, you bang dudes, you date guys.
It's called multitasking.
No.
Women do it very well.
The average Joe.
Sean, I watch you try to multitask. You can't even move your feet and hands at the same time. You just said that Trump and Hitler had a lot of similarities, and that going to a Trump rally makes you hate people, and that they're all easily to manipulate.
It's so true, though, dude. When you see a little cute white woman that got raped by a migrant, you're just like, dude, I'm ready. Give me my gun. I'm ready.
Okay, but that I agree with. I agree with that. How can you not agree with that?
But
what you're saying,
there is
that example, and then saying that the other part.
Well, no, I'm just telling you.
You're kind of conflating two things a little bit here.
Well, no, I'm just telling you, like.
I'm enraged when that happens.
But yeah, that's
anyone, whether she's a U.S. citizen or not.
But that's the same thing that Hitler did when he talked about like taking the wealth from the German people and like this external force, like making you poor and poverty, like. It's the same shit he did. Same fucking thing. You have an enemy, I hate it, I go towards enemy. And, you know, just don't hate, guys. Use your brain.
Yeah, but did the Jews do that? To the Germans?
Convoluted.
Kind of big context there, don't you think?
I'm the voice of reason here. See, and look at cholesterol. She doesn't have these profound thoughts.
Don't talk about the thoughts she has, okay? Because she has very profound thoughts.
No,
don't talk about her.
Before we get into it, let's remember who Sean Strickland is.
I'm not showing anybody. I'm just saying that the average person shouldn't be allowed to vote, and we need to go back to 1776 ways, especially women. Don't let them vote.
I did want to ask, you're in Toronto. Welcome. Glad to hear it. It's been great.
Are you Canadian?
Of course I am.
Are you part of the opposition? Are you?
I don't know how to phrase that.
You got like, yeah.
Well, I did want to ask.
Did you vote for Trudeau?
I'm not going to say.
And let me tell you something right now. If a man says he's not going to say, like if you ask him, did you vote for Biden? He's like, well, I'm not going to say. That's none of your business. He voted for Biden.
Sean,
hey,
Sean, I'm glad you've had great experiences.
So this is what I'm talking about, you guys. The enemy of Canada.
Sure. We've got a pretty supportive gay and lesbian community in this city. I did want to ask you about something you wrote a couple of years ago. You said if I had a gay son, I would think I'd.
Oh, look, another. I'm saying to you, the swamp, you guys, the swamp.
You become a champion, you become a star, and some would say.
Let me ask you something. Are you gay?
Have you had the chance to interact with a more diverse?
Are you? Let me know. Are you gay?
Can I get an answer?
Well, no, I'm asking. This is a part of. Are you a gay man?
I'm an ally of the community.
Okay. If you had a son and he was like, you had a son, he was gay, you'd be like, oh man, you don't want a grandkid?
No problem with it.
Oh man, well, dude, you're a weak man, dude. You're part of the problem. You elected Justin Trudeau. Like, with you, when he sees the bank accounts, like, you're just pathetic. And the fact that you have no backbone, and has he shut down your country and seized bank accounts? You ask me some stupid shit like that, go yourself. Move the on, man.
That really answered the question.
All right, so there's a lot here. I totally understand that, and you all come for objectivity and honesty, so here it is. Two things can be right at the same time. All right? We can walk and chew gum. So NinaDrama was hired after Dana White saw that he did not appreciate journalism, period. He does not like his fighters being questioned. He doesn't like being questioned. What he wants is what the White House tried to do with the press pool, where only one network signed on. And every other outlet, including Fox News, walked out because it would go against journalistic integrity. Dana White said in a post-COVID world that he does not want journalists covering these fights. He does not want journalists covering the fighters. What he wants is influencers. He thinks influencers do the job better. He thinks they're friendlier. And he thinks that it would be a better product overall. Now, if you are someone who does not like a complete behind kissing fest, and you like people who are going to be honest with you and not lie to your face and try to paint somebody who, for example, let's just say is an absolute villain, as a hero, and you want to know about what's going on behind the scenes, you want to know about sheer corruption, then you will not appreciate the influencer impact on this industry. Because unfortunately, it has really become the meta, I gotta say. So Nina was hired, and what she has done is the most positive PR possible for the UFC, okay? She built her career already, no shade. This blurring of lines between journalist and media influencer person has really hurt our industry very, very badly. And a prime example is when Jack Posobiec and Cam Higbee and others who are quite literally paid, some by a foreign nation, to go and do propaganda, and others who are getting paid by the Trump administration, or they are getting paid by people who are adjacent to the Trump administration. And one of them or a fan wrote, "This is a great day for journalism." That is not journalism. This is not journalism. And what I want to also say on this subject is that Nina signed up for this. We have seen who Sean Strickland is. We have seen how misogynistic he is. We have seen how homophobic he is. We have seen how transphobic he is. He posed with Pearl, who said women shouldn't vote, and he has taken that on. And yet, I have this weird sympathy for Nina because she had this moment where she's like, oh, this is overstepping. But it was only because he insulted her friend. That was it. It wasn't about the other comments he has made. It isn't about the despicable actions that have taken place, with Sean being the main character. It was because she was sticking up for her friend. Now imagine having that empathy for more people than just someone you know. Imagine having that empathy for someone you have never met because you are standing up for them as a human being. That is the problem I have here. And if you think that you're going to change Sean Strickland or others, you're not. You're not. But hey, this is what you signed up for. You're making a ton of money. You're growing your personal platform. You're influencering even more and more and more. Cool. If that's the trade-off, then fantastic. I just wish this energy was kept a lot more. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/tytsports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.